Hello, and welcome to a Cityworks video. Today we'll be going over a preventative maintenance scenario on sanitary main flushing. We'll begin as an office supervisor who's going to create the work order for this preventative maintenance. From here, we're going to assign it to a field worker to complete on the mobile app. Once that has been completed, we'll pick it up again as the office supervisor to review the work and then perform some asset updates. Once that's done, we'll take a look at what this looks like in OpEx projects for project tracking. Here I am logged in as the utility supervisor. I have a dashboard here to help monitor any sanitary main flushing, work orders, or activities that need to be completed. On the left-hand side here, I have work orders that are currently open, and I can see what's due next week, next month, and then the next 6 months as well. I can see work orders that have been completed and are awaiting review, and what's been closed as well. I can also have a table here that are showing assets that have not been flushed within this given year. And I can have a counter to show that too. So here I can see I have 986 sanitary mains that have never been flushed, and 94 that have been flushed frequently. All right, let's go ahead and get started and use the map to create a work order. So here I have a map that is leveraging the GIS symbology to tell me what assets are in need of flushing, which is the red, and what assets have been flushed already, which is the green. Let's go ahead and open up our legend and make these sanitary mains selectable. Once selected, I'm going to go ahead and perform a selection here. So let's go ahead and choose all the mains in this area over here. All right, there we go. Once that has been selected, I'm going to go ahead and collapse the map and go into my create tool here to create a work order. So we can see here all my assets have been selected from the map. Come over and I can go ahead and choose a template for this activity. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my mainline reflushing, and I'm going to go ahead and assign it to a specific employee. I'll go ahead and create the one work order. And we can see here it's been created. We'll go ahead and switch to the role of the field worker to complete this work order. Now that I'm logged in as the mobile user on the mobile app, I have a bunch of pins here that display work activities associated with this user. I can use my finger to pan the map and even pinch to zoom as well. I can view the layers on the bottom right of the application and toggle what is visible and selectable. Let's go ahead and open up our inbox on the top left-hand menu side and go to inbox. Let's expand the work orders to see all those assigned with this specific user. Go ahead and open up this work order that we just created on the desktop. So once we're on site, the first thing we're going to want to do is capture the actual start-finish time. So opening that, we'll just press start and it captures that timestamp. We'll also press finish again to capture the finish time. Let's go ahead and say it took till tomorrow at this time as well. From here, the next thing we're going to do is add in our labor. So expanding labor, I can see all the users currently in my crew, and I can assign time to all these users from here. So let's put 8 hours for all of them and add to all. I can also tie this labor to all these assets here as well. And I can choose which assets I tie this time to. All right. Next, I'm going to do the same thing for material. And here I can actually see what material inventory counts I have. So if I want to issue this to the work order, for example, let's say we're going to use this liner here, and I used about 20 of them. I can also assign them to certain assets as well to track the costs. And lastly, let's indicate what equipment we used as well. So I'll say I took the Ford F-250 for about 8 hours and tie that cost to some assets as well. We can also have custom fields associated with work orders. So here I have a custom field for flushing data collection, where I can indicate what material buildup was collected during this work order. So I'll enter mineral deposits and hit done. Now that I'm finished, let's go ahead and review the attachments. You can see here I have a bunch pre-attached at the template level here, but I also have the ability to attach an attachment from my device, whether it be a photo, a video, or an existing file. Let's go ahead and attach a photo here. And then we'll hit this green toggle at the bottom right here to indicate that we've completed our work. And then we'll sync to push our changes back to Cityworks. Let's switch back to the role of the supervisor and review the work order we just completed. So once a work activity is completed on the mobile app, it can push a custom status to the work activity. So here we have it set to supervisor review once completed on mobile. If we expand custom fields, we can see that the text we inputted for material buildup has come through as well as the actual start and finish time we populated. If I expand cost summary here in the cost summary tab, I can see how labor compares versus estimated and actual, and the same can be said for equipment and material as well, which is great to provide a summary here. Going back to the main page of our work order, now that I've reviewed it, I can actually go ahead and close this off if I'm satisfied. So I'll go ahead and mark this as complete by hitting close. And we can see here the status has changed to close. And if I expand the map here, we can see that those lines or features we had that were in red have been changed to green because we've completed our flushing on our sanitary mains. Going back to the work activity, we can also see this is tied to a project as well. So let's go ahead and switch to OpEx project and see how this fits into that. OpEx provides a streamlined experience to plan, track, execute, and report on items, such as when municipalities or organizations are faced with large strategic and operational programs and emergency responses. So here I am in a budget view in my projects here at the top. And I can also have parent projects with subsequent child projects associated with them. So if I expand the year 2024, you can see here we have a 2024 sanitary main flushing program or project. And we can see here from this view how much allocated budget we have, estimated cost based on work activity so far, how that compares to actual, and then the difference between the two. Let's go ahead and open this up. So immediately upon opening it up, I can see high-level detail information here on the left-hand side. I can also see all assets, all our sanitary mains that have been ever associated with this project. And then I can also see a cost summary as well. And if I scroll down here, I can see work activities as well. So here we can see 2 work orders associated with this project. Let's review what we've done so far. So first, as the supervisor, we were able to create a work order for sanitary main flushing and assign it to a field worker. The field worker was able to capture the results of their work order using the mobile app. Once that work order was completed, we reviewed it again as our office supervisor and reviewed the results. Once we were satisfied, we closed off the work order and we saw how the results of that work activity updated our GIS symbology. And then we took a look at this in OpEx projects. For more information, please contact your local representative from Esri Canada. Thank you for watching and have a great day.